Welcome back to Firestorm Games and another episode of the Hobby Table, where we'll be showing you how to quickly paint one of the Dakkajets from the new tabletop game from Games Workshop, Aeronautica Imperialis. And as usual, we'll be using the Citadel range of paints to do so. The first step in painting is to prime so that the later layers of paint properly stick to the surface of the model. As you can see, I've chosen to use Wraithbone for this task due to the fact that we'll be making extensive use of contrast paints. The light coloration of this primer will not only help the contrast paints to do their job, but also act as a good warm base colour to apply our yellow scheme to. Now that our miniature has been primed, we can begin to apply our contrast paints. The first of these is Iyanden Yellow, and this will be used across the hull of the Dakkajet. You can apply this paint straight from the pot or thin it down with a little contrast medium if you prefer a less intense yellow. As we apply the paint, it will accumulate into the recesses, providing shading, whilst also giving the surfaces a really quick way of painting a bright yellow that doesn't involve multiple layers of regular paint. When applying your contrast paint, I would recommend avoiding application over the edges, vents, weaponry and other bare metal areas, as we'll be tackling these with a different colour in the next step. After allowing your Iyanden Yellow to fully dry, we can now paint all of those areas that I mentioned before with some black Templar. This gives these areas a strong black coloration whilst creating lighter areas along the raised areas, creating a simple edge highlight. This results in the appearance that these are very dark metallic in colour and have been blackened by soot and smoke. Next, we want to add a little colour variation to our Dakkajet, and for this, we'll be reaching for another contrast paint, Blood Angels Red. I'll be applying this particular paint over the rockets, bombs, icons and metal shards surrounding the air intakes. To create a simple glass appearance for the cockpit, we'll be applying a small amount of Aethermatic Blue. The pale blue of this paint will make the cockpit appear to be reflecting the blue sky above it, perfect for creating a simple glass effect. Now, orcs aren't well known for keeping their vehicles in pristine condition, and so in the next couple of steps, we'll be applying a little dirt and weathering to our Dakkajet. This not only fits in nicely with the lore, but also helps to boost the level of detail in the miniature. The first step in weathering is to apply a wash of Agrax Earthshade. This wash will perform two functions. First, it will flow into those recessed areas between the panels, creating shading and adding depth. And also, the brown colour of the wash will give the miniature a slightly dirty and grimy appearance too, which you can concentrate around areas such as the weapons and vents to create the soot and scorch marks. Finally, we want to add some paint chipping to the hull of our Dakkajет. This can be easily performed by making use of a small piece of foam instead of a regular brush. By lightly dipping the piece of foam, ripped from some packaging, into some Abaddon black before dabbing it over parts of the plane, we can create some small dark paint chips. This is incredibly quick and easy to achieve and helps to give the plane a little extra detail and surface texture. And here we have the Ork Dakkajets from Areonautica Imperialis. Whilst I focus on the Dakkajет for this tutorial, you could easily apply the steps in this tutorial to other Ork planes as well. If you enjoyed this quick guide to getting your planes painted and ready for gaming in as little time as possible, then please do let us know in the comments below. And if you have any suggestions for future tutorials, then let us know those as well. You can find this kit and all of the paints used in this video on the Firestorm Games web store for at least 10% off the RRP, and you can find a link to the site in the description below. And so we just want to finish off by saying a big thank you for watching this video, and we hope to see you again on Firestorm Games.